Time begins. Thirty seconds. One minute. One 30.
Healing is not a linear path. It's not going straight from A to B. Usually includes different walkabouts to get there. But you want to heal. You want to be able to move on. You want to be able to express a new beginning. But as said by Karen Potts, we can't skip ahead to reconciliation without recognizing the truth in all its forms. What does this mean? It means that we can't heal without realizing everything that's begun. If we don't take into account the hurt and the pain and the trauma, we can't truly grow and we can't move forward. And there's two main reasons for this. One is that trauma cannot go away. Well, especially when it comes to global trauma, to physical trauma, to trauma that still continues on to this day through economic means. And the second is that relationships cannot truly be happily held. Relationships can't be pure if there's not reconciliation, if there's not clear, honest communication. So to begin with, as I said previously, reconciliation is necessary because there's trauma that still lies there. When you take in the facts of what the colonizers did to Africa, the things they're still doing today, when they enforce these absurd interest rates and loans on these African countries so that hopefully African countries can heal their places, that they can move up in the global stage, that they can have better educational systems and healthcare and hospitals. But they're given loans that they can't reach. And the descendants of these people who were taken over here via the transatlantic slave trade, there's been talk about reparations, about healing what has happened and moving on. They want to tell these people, hey, racism is no longer a thing anymore. But you can't reasonably do that because there's no reconciliation there. There's no reparations being given. They claim they don't have the money. But that's not true because the United States is rich in funding and it's oh so easy to pay when a police officer does something wrong. And who's paying? Our tax dollars. So if there's no reparations, if there's no admittance by the United States of what they have done wrong, what systematic injustice continues to spread in this United States, there can be no true reconciliation. And the second point I made was that without reconciliation and recognizing what has happened, relationships can't truly grow. During COVID, when I was about 15 or 16 years old, my mother told me something you're not supposed to tell anyone. You especially don't tell it to your young child. And as she did. And obviously that hurt. And when she came to apologize, she did not apologize that she didn't mean it. She said, "I'm sorry for saying it." And less than a week later, when we were talking about apologies in general, she said, "You don't have to apologize. You don't have to mean it when you say I'm sorry. You just get it over with and done with." That line that she told me that first day still sticks with me. And our relationship is still strange when we try to talk about it. When I try to bring it up, and I try to have reconciliation with her, because it's not what you tell anyone, especially not your young adult, your young teenage daughter at the time. So without reconciliation, without recognizing the truth as to what she had done wrong, as to the fact that there needs to be growth and understanding, and what that was said was not the time or place, nor a good thing to say, reconciliation cannot occur. So to bring it back from the beginning, reconciliation not only involves healing trauma, like, it's not just 1 year, but a century of work of systematic injustice, but also can heal relationships. So we can't skip ahead to reconciliation without recognizing the truth in all its form. By making small movements, we possibly can. Whether that be through reparations and recognizing, taking a stance, apologizing for what is wrong, or being willing to admit your mistakes and healing those relationships that you have harmed.